Yeah.
He doesn't know me. Ain't nobody know me. You guys cool if I do this podcast in Ebonics?
Yeah, if you want.
Cool.
This is off the rails already. We like to do official intros here at After School Snack. Our guest today is an actor and comedian, most notably known for playing the role Joey Rooney in Disney Channel's massively popular Liv and Maddie, and starring in Father of the Year alongside David Spade. His stand-up career has already spanned over 16 years, despite not even being 30 yet.
Wow.
We are truly so bricked up to welcome to the show a man who fell in love with parkour after watching Casino Royale. Recently got turned down for a job at the Burbank Zoo. As a kid, after having his first real kiss at a showing of The Hobbit, he's like, oh, I guess this is a kissing movie. I'll just bring another girl here and it'll happen again. And an enjoyer of Kurt Long's Sloppy Joe's, Joey Bragg. Welcome to the podcast.
Wow. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. What an intro. Did you email my dad for that intro? Because that's some information I didn't know anybody had.
You know, you're not the first person to accuse me of talking to parents. I just keep my ear to the ground.
First, I think you remember stuff more than I take credit for, or more than I assume you do.
No, those are facts I found.
You found
facts that you told me.
Who knew the I kissed a girl during The Hobbit, then brought someone else to The Hobbit? 'Cause I don't even think the girl that I had my first kiss with knows that was my first kiss.
Yeah. Okay. So you had, how old were you? Because you had
15 or
you had
16?
pecs before this, but this is like the first real kiss.
Genuinely, I don't think I had a peck. I think my first kiss was like a full-on after-movie makeout.
That rules.
Yeah.
So you brought a girl.
Nice. Hell yeah.
You brought
what hold for fist bumps?
But this is just such like teenage boy thought process, because it's the same thing as like if you ever bring a dog on a walk and they happen to like sniff in a bush near your house, and one time there was a bagel that somebody threw out the window and the dog finds that bagel, they're like, I'm stopping at this bush every time just in case a bagel is here.
Yeah.
I feel like you're like, I brought this girl to The Hobbit, she kissed me, now every time I bring a girl to The Hobbit, she's gonna kiss me.
Every time me and my current girlfriend, who I've been dating for 4 years, go to the movies, I call the movie theater and I rent it out and I put on The Hobbit. And she's like, I am sick of this movie. But guess who gets their fucking tongue-tongued every time?
Tongue-tongue. Shout out. Wait, so you're 15 years old, you bring a girl who you're not even dating.
No.
And you guys kiss at the movie.
Yeah.
You don't date after that.
Well, so this was like a really hard, this is not my high school story, so this is good, but this girl, and I'm not going to say her name, but if I were to say her name, it's and she goes, we kissed after The Hobbit, then we went on, I think, another date. Her dad I dropped her off at her house, her dad, and I go, thank you for lending me your daughter, which was like, oh, the weirdest thing to say.
Shout out to patriarchy. Shout out thinking you have ownership over women.
Yep, 15. And then this girl.
Girls and women are their dads until they become their husbands, of course. That's what we believe here at All Things Comedy. You're always saying stuff like that. You're always saying their body, your choice.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. My favorite thing about women, their body. Second favorite thing, that I'm in charge. Okay, guys, we're rolling. I said a joke on stage. This is non sequitur. I'm going to go back to it, but I said a joke on stage. Stop. Okay, fine. I said a joke on stage that I preface with, I would do this joke if I was not like a liberal feminist, but everyone keeps talking about who would you rather run into in the middle of the woods, a man or a bear? And for me, it's obviously a man, because if I run into another man in the woods, I'm like, oh, sick, someone to go kill a woman with. So was my first kiss, and then she broke up with me, and then I found out that she was telling everyone at school that we were still dating
because you're on Disney Channel,
because I was cool and I was like doing comedy and not in school anymore. But then in real life, like, the idea of dating me was cooler than the reality of dating me.
Yeah.
And then we went on to like a friend date, and at the end of the date I go, by the way, I just want to let you know I don't kiss my friends. And she goes, good. And I've thought about that every night right before I fall asleep, and then I never talked to her since.
But then you kissed her, she broke up with you in a short enough amount of time that there was The Hobbit was still playing in theaters. Yeah. And you brought another girl.
Yeah.
And did you guys kiss at The Hobbit?
No. Friend vibes on that one.
Friend vibes.
I messed up.
All right, well, before we get too much further into this, you know, here at After School Snack, we like to actually have an after school snack. I don't bake or cook, so it's every filming day of an episode, I'm up at 6 a.m. crying, looking at the ingredients list, like, I don't know how to make this. And it's always, it's never too complicated of a snack. But today we got Joey Bragg snack. Let me get this table ready for you. Max, hit the theme song.
Joey Bragg in the house, get the tuna salad. When Joey got home from school, each and every day. Tuna salad on a saltine made his hunger go away.
Yeah.
Thanks, Max.
Shout out producer Max, who makes these songs. Again, no AI involved.
Oh my God.
He makes a theme song every week for our guests.
That's incredible. Cheers, Sam.
Cheers. Oh, I'm not eating that.
Eat one, coward.
Okay, so before you take a bite, this is tuna salad on saltine crackers. Why is this your after school snack of choice?
I think it's because my parents were lazy stoners, but real life because it's easy and quick, and kids are hard to please.
We did well.
You're good.
I don't think I've ever had tuna salad before,
Really?
so I'm not sure what it's supposed to taste like.
You made it?
Yeah.
Celery in there, right?
There's celery.
Huh, yeah.
The one thing that is tasteless. Yeah, that celery.
Really brings out the celery.
Celery's really coming through. Yeah. It was my first time ever buying dill weed or lemon pepper.
Both are really good. It's It's good. It's honestly not how I make it, so it tasted like complex, like I bought it at a restaurant.
Restaurant quality.
Restaurant quality tuna salad on a saltine.
You know what's crazy is I was like, this snack element's going to be fun because I'm just going to mess up these recipes. Because I really loosely followed it. They're like tablespoons. I'm just squirting mayonnaise into it.
Yeah,
I'm just chopping stuff up and just throwing it in there.
That's the art of tuna salad.
And I thought it would be fun because people would be like, this is the worst thing I've ever tasted. But people are kind of low-key liking the
Dude,
snacks.
that's delicious. I didn't eat breakfast because I was like, Sam's going to make me tuna salad this morning.
Have as much as you want.
Yeah, nothing like tuna salad on a saltine with a Celsius at 11 a.m. Boy, oh boy.
That's going to be a fun bathroom session later.
I always have a fun bathroom session. I haven't been to a bathroom that hasn't been a fun session in a while.
What does that mean, Joey?
It means the poops are good, easy. I'm looking at TikTok. I'm having a good time. My dad, every time he goes to the bathroom, comes back with a story because it's like the one time you've met my dad. You love my dad.
Mm-hmm.
The one time that he doesn't like experience things, so he needs to explain his experience that you didn't see. And we were up driving to a show in Humboldt this last weekend. He came with me because it was the weekend. He goes, we pull over to charge his Tesla. My dad's a Nazi. And he pulls over to charge his Tesla, and we go to this like a dead mall that's like, you know, one of those malls with none of the shops are open, but they had bathrooms. Yeah. My dad comes out of the bathroom and he goes, I know I always have a bathroom story, but there was this unhoused gentleman in the stall next to me. And
he's a woke Nazi.
Yeah, he's a woke Nazi. And he sat down in the stall, and then he goes, and this unhoused guy just, you know, kept talking to me. We talked for like 15 minutes, but I was having a hard time pooping, so I had to tell him, hey, you know, just give me a second to focus real quick. Let me focus. And then I realized he wasn't talking to me at all. He was just talking, and I was responding, but he didn't care that I was responding. He was just a guy talking to himself.
That is so like boomer male to be like, sure, why not? I'll have a nice conversation while I'm in the stall. I'm like, nobody look at me. Well, here's the thing that I've kind of realized is, I'm not sure if I've realized this, but this is a question that I have. Are all dads on the spectrum?
Totally.
Because I think this is, you know, you're a kid and you're so embarrassed by your dad, and then you get to your 20s and your parents are still young enough where like they're still with it.
Yeah.
Enough, and then they hit a certain age in your 30s again, and you think like, oh great, I'm not going to be embarrassed with my dad. More embarrassed than I've ever been. Whenever someone meets my dad, I get so embarrassed. But then I met your dad, and I was like, oh thank God, all dads are like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Within 3 minutes of meeting your dad, I met him one time. He called himself the F slur.
He said that other people called him the F slur.
Yeah, sure, but he just says a slur immediately meeting your dad.
He's just making sure you're cool.
And it just feels like parents, I don't know what ages it is, but you have to start like gentle parenting your own parents.
Oh yeah.
Like my dad goes to like Chipotle, and it has like the glass, this is like the glass case, the sneeze guard or whatever you want to call it, over the food. And he acts like those are obstacles in which you have to overcome. He shows up to Chipotle and he's like, I'll have some of that pico de gallo.
Yeah. Let me see.
It's like, this is not.
Yep, I'll have some of that.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is with dads, but meeting my friends' dads, I'm like, oh, thank God they're all nuts.
Yeah, they are. I'm worried about all of our parents.
Yeah.
And you know why? Because they've ruined this country. I'm worried about, speaking of AI, I'm worried about like all of that. It was a joke that I couldn't make into a joke, but it's a very real thought. If you walk in to like a hotel lobby with your 90-year-old grandpa and there's a bowl of fake wax fruit, you're going to go, hey, grandpa, that's a wax apple. Don't eat that, because I can tell, but I'm worried that he can't tell.
Right.
And so I need to warn him not to bite into a wax apple that he thinks is real.
Yeah.
That's what AI is to our parents.
Definitely.
At least I don't know about you old guys, but I have an eye for it and I can tell. But my mom is sending me videos that are so clearly AI, and she's like, oh my God, I didn't know cats could do Olympic diving like this. And it's so worrisome. I'm so worried about that whole generation.
Yeah,
They couldn't handle QR code menus.
I heard my dad. He just stayed with me for a month, and he was on the phone with QuickBooks because he was like, I got an email that's not making sense about changing my password, and I'm like, oh God, he's about to get scammed. Like,
my mom just got scammed. I have to call my mom old, but my mom, I need a new car. My lease on my car is up, and so me and my mom have been like keeping our eyes open for cars. And she gets an email from another teacher in her school district that was like, hey, I'm moving out. I'm having an estate sale. I got to flee the country at last minute. So I'm selling my Ford F-150 and my Honda Civic for pretty cheap, just trying to get rid of them if anybody wants one. And my mom was like, that's a great opportunity. Reaches out, they're like, someone else is coming to test drive it, but if you put $1,000 down, we'll hold it for you and it can be yours. So my mom did that, and she goes to the teacher next door in the classroom, like, who teaches in her same building, and she goes, hey, did you see that email that we got from that other teacher about having the estate sale? And he goes, I did, I just assumed it was a scam. My mom was like, I'll be right back.
it's so funny. I'm a public school teacher and I have to flee the country. It's like, yeah. There were signs.
And my mom's like, that's a killer deal on a Honda Civic, though.
Yeah, that's tough.
I know,
Tough.
feel
Well,
so bad for them.
your parents are public school teachers.
Can I have another one? Is it going to be gross to masticate on the
We've had guests who have just completely gone feral over the snacks before. That they, I'm not trying to name names, but I also don't know what order the episodes are going to release, so I guess I can't say if it's happened or not. Already.
Marco Rubio.
Yeah, Marco Rubio was our first guest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was, me. I'm a big Rube head.
big Rube guy over here?
All right, but yeah, your parents were public school teachers. Obviously, you had a very unique high school experience. Well, first cutting class because you're depressed, getting sent to a continuation school.
Okay.
And then
I'm out swinging.
And then being
I told you this in confidence.
So I don't think people, if you're a millennial, you might not realize, how famous Joey Bragg is.
Pretty big
like
deal.
I just met you. I'm like, yeah, that's a zany guy that I met in a comedy green room. He seems cool or whatever.
Zany guy.
Yeah, you're just like, you like, I don't know, playing with Legos. And
You've told me on multiple occasions that I need to calm down.
Today? Well, yeah, this is an establishment where other people work, and you went, the talent's here! Which actually, to be fair, me and Joey have walked around in New York City, and he's just gone up to random people, do you know who I am? And like a third of the time, they're like, I do.
That's my favorite bit.
Yeah, so I didn't realize, I was just going to say, I didn't realize how famous you were, but you were like I watched Even Stevens, or like I was kind of young enough to kind of know what was going on in Hannah Montana, and it's like you were on that level. You were a star of that level show on Disney Channel.
Yeah, which is honestly not like just hitting me, but the impact of it being so like but the favorite show of that era. Sorry, dog with a blog, but suck it. But it was like a big show, and so only recently is it like hitting me, I guess is the way to say it. But it feels like being a part of people's nostalgia is much different than being a part of like a TV show that people are watching right now. Yeah. Like you will always remember the cast of your favorite show growing up, but then you can watch, the whole season of DTF St. Louis and you can't remember who's in it. Yeah,
of course. Well, it's so funny because you are like, I've posted a picture with you online, and like some 23-year-old who follows me is like, Joey from Liv and Maddie? And it's very funny that you bring this up because you are like, people say like, you were part of my childhood, Joey Bragg. Like you are my childhood, which is a very funny juxtaposition that you were their childhood and you also will say and do anything.
For a laugh.
No, you will say and do anything.
No, laughing is not a part of it. It's not an important variable.
Joey and I were walking down the street, leaving the Comedy Store in LA, and this young woman is like staring at us. I'm like, what's her deal? I'm realizing she's like doing in her head like that's Joey Bragg. She jumps out of her car and goes, "Hey, you're Joey from Liv and Maddie." And me, this isn't even funny, but I'm just like, hey, did you know he's a bad person? Because I'm jealous that you're getting attention.
I'm glad you said it so I didn't have to.
And without hesitating, Joey goes, yeah, we just killed a homeless guy.
She didn't think it was funny.
Yes, and no, she didn't think it was funny. She very crestfallen gets back into her car and just drives away and is like, I guess he's either on drugs or a murderer.
It's the long game, dude. She's going to think about me a lot more than she's going to think about Jason Dolly from Good Luck Charlie. You know what I mean? She's going to be like, that guy, I think I have more information on him than the general public has. It's going to make her feel special. She's going to Google me more often.
Yeah, but it's just
part of the game.
It's just so astounding to me. There's so many examples that I've either found or experienced because Disney Channel, notorious, like, you have to be clean. Notorious, like Mickey Mouse is standing off camera with a laser, like a sniper rifle pointed on your family. Like if you say anything that is not company line, we're taking you out.
It's funny. Oh, sorry.
Oh, podcasting.
Let's kiss. I do that like intentionally. I don't know what's this compulsion that I have that has gotten in my way a lot. It's kind of one of the reasons I got in so much trouble in high school. But also for Disney, there were a lot of instances like that where I knew they wanted me to like be clean, and just the 17-year-old, like, I don't know, provocateur, I guess. I was like constantly pushing the boundaries, and I'm so surprised that I saw that show to the end when I think about the instances of things I did every once in a while.
Well, there's numerous that I've either, again, found or witnessed with you. One, even if you don't watch Disney Channel, don't have kids, you know, one of like the most like coolest things you can have if you're a Disney star and shows that you're one of the biggest stars on the channel is like, hey, my name's Sam Salem and you're watching Disney Channel. And then you get to do the shape with the wand and you get to do something quirky. The first time you did the wand, people like pretend to play like it's a trumpet. They pretend like it's a tennis racket. What did you do?
I shoved it up my butt and pulled it out my mouth.
Yeah.
I thought it was so funny. So that was also...
Can you imagine? I'm Joey Bragg and you're watching Disney Channel.
Yeah, it's funny, dude.
That's funny, but it's not Disney Channel.
I know, but that's what was the point. Because I thought they were going to be like, "Oh, haha, Joey, good one. Now do an appropriate one." They were so mad at me. There was a guy. I told this story at a college the other day. There was a guy that was like running they call it the Wand ID.
Yeah,
and he was like in charge of that, and it was literally like, you're going to the best figure skating coach in Russia. Like it was this guy that was like, no. Like he was.
Wait, they had like a wand guy who told you how to do the wand. Like that's his main thing is wands.
So you're in a studio. Yeah, literally, you're in a studio like this. They have Post-it notes tacked around like the 3-dimensional space, but in a 2D like picture. So you trace it with the thing, and then you make the wand ID.
Yeah,
I did it, and the shove it up my butt and pull it out my mouth was an idea I had like weeks before. Like when I knew I was doing this, I was like, "That's gonna be so funny." And he pulled me aside and was like, "You have made a mockery of this establishment that is respected around the world." Like screamed at me in front of all these people, and I'm like 17 years old. And then he told me, and if you watch the first one, I don't say anything. I touch the end of it and I go like, ow, because it's like, oh, it's powerful. And that's because they told me I wasn't allowed to say anything. And then I watched all the others from that same thing, and everyone else gets to say stuff.
He was mad about it?
Yeah, he was really mad about it.
There's segments to get to, but there's so many. I opened for you at a family-friendly show. It was an all-ages event because Disney Channel star. It's a 5 p.m. show on a Sunday.
Gotta sell tickets somehow.
At a comedy club in LA. And it's like, yeah, everyone's welcome. People can bring their families. It's a Disney Channel superstar. This is going to be great. There's 2 8-year-olds in the front row with their mom. And Joey's like, wow, what kind of video games do you guys like? And this kid says
He says, I like getting headshots with my sniper rifle.
Yeah, he said some first-person shooter game, which, sure. And should an 8-year-old be playing that? No. And you're like, oh, you like You like snipers and shooting people? You should Google Columbine.
Yeah.
He told an 8-year-old that in front of their mom. Brother, you're uncancelable.
Can't cancel me.
Dude,
cancel this.
You're uncancelable. He literally...
Yeah, I was on Epstein Island as a kid.
Joey just says the faux pas that he does before anyone asks him. Okay,
I know.
So we're gonna move into classroom corner. Classroom corner. We talk about we have some fans that have written in that we can react to their stories.
Oh, also, this is the part of the show that I wrote the theme song for. I know Max wrote the theme song for the other part, but I wrote this one.
Okay, go ahead, Joey.
Welcome to the classroom corner. Put your dunce cap on with Mr. Salem.
That was pretty good for off the cuff.
Thanks.
That was good.
Off
That
the
was
cuff.
pretty good.
I wrote that like 3 days ago. I've been workshopping that with Burt Bacharach.
Amazing. Okay, so obviously you didn't have a normal high school experience all the way through.
Fuck you.
Because, in a cool way, you were
No, I know,
17 years
just
old living in your own apartment in LA while your family's in the Bay because you were a star on Disney Channel. But what was like the incident or the crazy thing from middle school, high school that you remember? What's your story from your
I was thinking about
days?
this. I was technically... my mom said to use the word expelled or I was suspended a bunch, but like expelled is not the right. But I was asked not to return to my high school. And so there was a bunch of like instances that got me to that point.
Wait, you weren't expelled, but you were asked not to come back to your high school?
I was thinking about this the other day. That's what I'm saying. But I think it's more just like, it's semantics, but it's also like expelled brings a very negative connotation. But I was thinking about this the other day. In freshman year of high school, every day after high school, me and my friend Alejandro would go and get a Subway sandwich and get an Arnold Palmer from across the street and then go eat it and hang out on the swings at the park across the street.
Fun. That's great.
So fun, so high school. And I also, Alejandro was like, did Krav Maga. You're one of my closest friends. I like to have people around that are bigger and stronger just in case I say something that is going to make someone extra mad at me.
That's very kind of you to say.
Yeah. And that is something I've always had, and unintentionally, I think, at this point. But it used to be a thing with me that probably wouldn't surprise you guys, but people used to love to go, hey, say this to that guy. And then I would say it to that guy. And
Because you'll say anything.
If it's going to laugh or if people want me to, or if it's going to get me attention, I have a mental disorder. And this guy, this like gangbangery looking guy was like making out, like heavy petting, making out with his girlfriend on the slides at the playground. And my friend Alejandro goes, I dare you to go up to him and tell him that you want to use the slide. And so I like...
Sorry, you guys are like 14, 15
We're
at this time?
freshmen in high school, yeah.
So like
and
14
also,
or 15. And how old do you think this guy is? Or
he was in our high school. So he was a junior. He was like 2 years older than me. So he's like probably 17.
Yeah, but that's like a lot. Like, we're freshmen
totally.
and that's a junior.
And if
like,
you look,
dang.
If you look at what I look like as a freshman, if you need to see, Google Joey Bragg stand up, and it's still the most popular of those videos.
Yeah, you say a lot, and that's.
I know.
Bleep that,
It's
Max.
because I couldn't say the word dwarf and have people understand what I was trying to say. Anyway, can you imagine? It's like people didn't understand that I was trying to say black people, so I had to use the other word. Oh my God, you guys, calm down. But anyway, he said, I dare you to go up to that guy and tell him you want to use the slide. And so I walked up to this guy, and he was like making out with his girlfriend. And I said, excuse me, sir. I see him. I will never forget this, like a trauma memory in my head. I was like, excuse me, sir. I see him macking out with your girlfriend on the slide, and I hope you get lucky, but I was really hoping to use the slide. So can you mack out with your girlfriend somewhere else? Like nothing hostile, just like silly bit. And then this guy said, I'm going to fucking stab you. And
you know what? I think that's an appropriate reaction if someone's using that voice to me.
Yeah. And dude, this guy pulled out like a 12-inch, like, you know, when a gas station sells knives and some of them are like magic colored, and this one was like a 12-inch black blade that he flipped out, and then he like chased me and made like stab emotions at me. And again, this is something that have also been a problem for me, where like I should just run away, but for some reason in my head, my mind is, I can talk this person out of this, and I can talk my way out of this. And his girlfriend was behind him like, get him, baby! Stab him, baby!
Yeah. She's attracted
She was
to like
gassing
the
him up.
crazy. She's like, yeah.
And I was like, dude, I'm sorry, it was a dare. Please, bro, it was a dare. And then my friend who like knows Krav Maga was like, back up, man. Back up. Trust me, back up. and we were in the park, which in the parking lot of that park was the police station. And so this guy says, after he leaves, he goes, "I'm gonna fucking kill you at school tomorrow." And he tried to stab us. So me and my friend went to the police station. We were like, "Hey, this guy tried to stab us. Should we do something about it?" They bring that kid in. They bring us out of school like a week later and show us a bunch of pictures. And they're like, "Is any of this guy?" We should point out that's him. And then he went away for school for like a week and then came back. And every time I saw him in the halls, it was the scariest moment of my fucking life. But he like avoided eye contact and never looked at me again.
And you lived to tell the tale.
And I lived to tell the tale. Do you know why? Because I'm a narc. Snitches get stitches. Snitches get bitches. Yeah.
At the Hobbit
Put that one in
movie.
your song, Max.
At the Hobbit movie. I love that. All right, here's we got someone writing this in. This is from Chelsea. She's a teacher. Shout out Chelsea. Again, write in. Email the show. After school snack. atc@gmail.com.
Nice.
Or comment on the YouTube, comment on the Instagram. Okay, we had a parent sew a recording device into her kid's backpack and listen live every day and would show up to school anytime her kid was told no.
What? No, like in what context?
Like if the kid was like, "Hey, I have to go to the bathroom," and the teacher's like, "Nah, finish the test first, and then you can go to the
And
bathroom."
here comes Linda.
Yes.
Wow.
That's why everyone is like, when they find out like I've been a full-time teacher or substitute teach, they're like, "How do you deal with kids?" I'm like, kids are kids, man. It's the parents that are psychos.
Dude, yeah. Yeah, my girlfriend's a high school softball coach, and it's the same thing. It's like the kids are 16 and going through puberty, but then their parents, they're the most special kid in the whole world to every single one of their parents. But most of those kids are just losers, regular kids.
I cannot imagine being like, I'm going to sew this listening device in.
I know.
And it's also like, what an invasion of your kid's privacy.
What invasion of all the other kids' privacy.
Yeah.
What invasion of the teacher's privacy.
I hope like that kid's friends know that her parent is kind of crazy, and like they unbeknownst to them, the recording device is in there and it's like, "Hey, so is your mom still a crazy psychotic bitch? And
Is your mom still ugly as hell?"
And they're just listening in like, "Aw."
Yeah, she goes in every time the teacher said no. And also, your friend Jacob called me a bitch.
So she's going to the other parents.
I had a guy I worked with do that, where he left his phone, went to the bathroom, left his phone behind on record, went to the bathroom, came back, goes, "Oh, I left my phone," grabbed his phone, went back, and then came back in the room and was like, "I recorded and I was listening to what you guys were saying. I thought you were my fucking friends." We were talking about him like going through a breakup and how he couldn't stop talking about the breakup. And then he was like, "How dare you? Like, I confided in you and I thought you were my friends." We're like, okay, regardless, that was the weirdest thing anyone's ever done.
Yeah. Did we talk shit about you?
Yes.
We did. Are you the kind of person who leaves their phone behind to record us talking while you're not in the room? Yeah, you suck.
And if you suspect people are talking shit about you, and they are, then you deserve it.
100. Yeah, if you are getting to the point where like, I need to leave my phone recording behind in front of my friends to know if they're talking about me, you're self-involved psycho.
Yeah.
You're obsessed with yourself and you need to chill out.
Totes my goats.
Okay, you're a pretty woke guy.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you're a woke lib cuck like me.
Yeah.
We like to lib out.
I like to live out and watch my wife get pounded.
Okay, that's...
You said cuck. That's what cucks do.
Oh, right. I meant like politically.
Oh, politically cuck. I like to watch my girlfriend debate.
It's very funny.
That's funny. I'm a political cuck.
I think
Write that
people... I present more Republican sometimes online than maybe I am, because like I was married young. I don't really cuss that much on the internet. Like I go to church, but I'm like a very liberal guy. And so sometimes at live shows, I don't talk about politics too much, but I was on stage and like made a joke about ICE. And after the show, this woman comes up to me and she's like, "Hey, those jokes about ICE. Yeah, man. That's why I agree with you. That's why I keep this on me." And she reaches for her waistband. Now, if a Republican comes up to you and is like, "Hey, politically, you said that thing. That's why I keep this on me." They're about to pull out a Glock.
Yeah.
Okay. She goes, "Yeah, that's why I keep this on me." And she pulls out a sticker pack of glitter stickers that said, "Abolish the police, arrest the president." And that is just the most, you literally have F ICE, no human is illegal. And that's just the funniest depiction of like a Republican versus a liberal. It's like a Republican like, "Hey, they're taking our rights away. All right, get the guns out." I get an AR-15. She's like, I'm gonna put this sticker on their squad car, and it's gonna be hard to take off.
I'm gonna upgrade my Canva account.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start making some AI stickers.
Yeah.
I know. I also love the idea that there's like the way liberals are fighting this same thing as with stickers, because I think that that's the problem with the Democratic Party in a whole, is that they are coming at us with guns and we're going, well, read my sticker. And it's just not going to do it.
Literally, they're like, Donald Trump will post a tweet being like, hey, we're deporting anybody who's non-white, and we women have to have a husband or father to sign up for a bank account now. And then like the Democrats will be like, these are all the grammatical errors you made in the tweet. So in your face. And they're like, okay, sure, I guess.
Here's a video of you wearing shoes that are a little bit too big. They don't care. Nobody cares. They're killing people. 51 Iranian children were killed. And then they're like, look at him wearing shoes that are too big for his feet. Loser.
Yeah.
I hate that. Yeah, I know. I can fall down I can snowball right now. But
well, speaking of politics, it is crazy.
You're going to be like, speaking of politics, it is crazy on both sides.
There's very fine people on both sides. Well, no, it's funny you say that, because I am a very left person, but I also know people don't want to hear politics from me necessarily. Also, I was raised like, you got to be polite and never take up space, always be polite. So I'm very left leaning, but I grew up, don't take up any space at all. So when people start getting really agitated in public spaces and talking to me about politics, I'm just kind of like, yeah, okay, man. And I have this barber, and I don't know what it is about barbers where it's the barber to conspiracy theorists.
Oh my God.
Venn diagram is a circle.
And they're the only profession that has a hostage the whole time. That like you can't put in earphones because then they can't get to the clips around your ears.
Exactly. And my hair is thinning out and like receding a lot in the past 5 years.
No.
And so like it's very valuable to shut up, Joey. It feels very nice to have a barber where you can just sit down and they know what to do and you don't have to explain like, hey, can you get more coverage, like whatever. And so I start seeing this barber recently, and he does a job better than most. And he's this guy, white guy, bald, tattoos all over his face and head.
Nice.
And he's clearly, like, the first time I ever got my haircut by him, within 3 minutes, he was like, the only woman who can actually truly love you unconditionally is your mother. And I'm like, okay, so he's going through a divorce.
This guy is hurting.
He's hurting. Then I'll kind of be like, nah, like, let me just, like, casually be like, let's respect women, okay? So every time I see him, I just do my best to be like, oh, you brought your dog in today. Let's talk about the dog. Well, one day he starts talking politics.
Speaking of bitches.
Bro, one day he gets comfortable talking politics, but he's saying things like Donald Trump is a liar. We got to stop giving all these money to like Israel. We shouldn't be starting war in Iran. I'm like, oh man, for someone who is like really right wing, he's on my side. Well, I come to realize it's because he's even further right. He's like, yeah, there's this guy, Nick Fuentes.
Oh, no.
That I like to listen to. And
you're telling me the bald white guy with tattoos all over his head and face has aligning beliefs with white supremacists?
So now I'm sitting here like your toxic friend in high school who's dating that like toxic person that has no redeeming qualities. And it's like, I think I can change them. No, I think I can change you guys.
So much. I told you, Max, this when we were golfing the other day, that so much of me and you hanging out is me saying something and then you going, oh, Jesus Christ. Oh my God, you're crazy. You're crazy.
I know. Okay, I think you are uncancelable because you will say the craziest things. You put things on the internet you just don't delete stuff from your internet. Like,
but nobody believes, like I say that joke, nobody thinks that that's how I actually think.
Of course.
Hopefully.
It is funny that you have been a public figure for so long.
Public figure?
You have been that, there's like Reddit threads about you from like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And Max, why don't you pull up the
I think I know exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
I saw that. Yeah.
Let me read this. This is from the subreddit LGBT.
Can I preface this?
Okay.
Please don't.
This is from the subreddit LGBT. So this is where like the gays love to post.
This is where the gays get together.
They love to Reddit. This is the headline. Other than Joey Bragg, which straight guys are, quote, gay looking? I strongly apologize for asking this question, but I became curious about this after seeing Joey Bragg on KTLA and researching him more. KTLA is like the local LA news show.
And I was on there at like 6 a.m. and I was talking about probably something very important and the election or something, and they were like, this guy's not straight. No way this guy's straight.
Also, for the record, this question is of personal interest to me, considering that I want to try figuring out how much of my face I want to feminize. Indeed, I certainly want to have a more feminine face. However, I also want to avoid overreaching and becoming dysphoric. Anyway, thoughts on this? and then the only comment on it, if you scroll down, is I went to middle school with his brother Jack. Cool guy. He's kind of cute.
Oh, good for him. His brother Jack, straight as hell, by the way. So straight looking, straight seeming.
Do you get people who assume that you're gay a lot?
Yeah, a lot. And it doesn't bother me. I genuinely think it's cool.
It is a compliment, but
compliment.
it is funny because I get that as well too. And I think anytime there's a man being whimsical,
yeah, exactly.
they're just like, gotta be gay.
I know. I'm doing a bit about it on stage now because I'm living with my girlfriend's parents, and I love my girlfriend. Like I hope to get engaged to her this year is like the plan. But so it's nice that I get to spend so much time with her dad, proving to him that I'm not gay.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure he thinks I'm gay. There's a lot of action figures in that man's house now. There's a lot of little gay things scattered about his. He came home the other day and I was watching Heated Rivalry and I was like, it's for the hockey. I'm a hockey fan. He's like, then why is it paused? I'm jerking off, Bill. Jerking off to the hockey, not the gays.
That's absolutely insane.
But it is. I do get that a lot, and I think it's a compliment. I think it's cool.
Yeah, I take it as a compliment for sure. It's just so funny that anytime you see like guys who are comfortable wearing something that's like other than just like a hoodie and jeans, or like just use it, I don't know, basic manners or smiles.
You think I'm
or
gay?
Giggles.
You think I'm gay? Actually, you know what I really am? Straight pansy. Those are very similar. Venn diagram's a circle. Do you know what you see if you look up
Did Joey just call all gay people pansies?
No, I'm saying that the whoops. Do you know what happens if you look up pansy in the dictionary? Do you know what you see?
A flower. Mm-hmm. All right, cool. So we're going to move into our final segment of the day. This is called Kids These Days. This is where we bring a slang term or two that the kids are using.
Nice.
And we see if you can guess what it means. Joey, the slang word of the day is huzz. Do you know H-U-Z-Z, huzz?
Huzz. I think it's like husband, right? It's like you're like got husband energy.
That you kind of started on the right track, but man, are the huzz going to be there? Can you guess what it is?
The hose? The male hose?
So, it is. I think it has a problematic root in like the word hussy, but like that is like where we would call like shorties. They call huzz.
Where we would call.
Like, the shorties going to be there?
You know where if we would say shorties, they would now say huzz.
Truly.
NPR ass.
Like, I'm just trying to. You didn't know what it meant, but it is funny because what the kids will do is they put letters in front of it like. If this is like instead of I have a bromance, like, hey, this is the bruz. Or if there's like a hot teacher, they'll be like, oh, do you see Tuz? What's up, Tuz? Or a hot grandma, we would say gilf. They'd be like,
Guz.
The gruz.
Oh, the gruz.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that gruz to guzz, my cuz. Right? I'm cool. That's so fun.
You ruined it, actually. It's
no,
over
I
now.
didn't. You ruined it, Chugi ass, by saying it on your podcast.
Chugi is also done.
Chugi is Chugi, and we can reclaim Chugi.
Are you? Do you identify as millennial or Gen Z?
No, I'm cusp. I'm 1996, so I'm cusp.
Yeah, you kind of are a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Did you use Facebook and like relationship status?
Yeah, I did.
Dude, I think that's the millennial version of. Boomers are like, I had to walk to school uphill both ways. It's like, oh yeah, well, did you have to wait to use the computer room in your own house? And at 11 p.m., you saw your crush's Facebook relationship status change because she just came back from a week-long missions trip where they repainted the same church for the 7th time, and she fell in love on the missions trip, and you're sitting alone at 11 p.m.
Yeah.
And you're watching your crush's relationship status change from single to in a relationship with.
Yeah.
And then you click on the guy's profile, and you're like,
Oh, he's got a TCU jersey on.
that guy?
Yeah.
That guy, he's been held back.
He's an
We're in junior high, and he drives to school. Yeah. Which there was a kid at my junior high. We had junior high 7th through 9th grade, and he would park in the teacher's parking lot because he got held back and was supposed to be a sophomore.
Flicking his cigarette. That's so
Did you have
cool.
a moment where you would see like a crush change their relationship status on Facebook?
I remember I asked out again, I'm not going to use names, but her name is I asked her beautiful name, right?
Wow.
I know, gorgeous name.
It's a Parks and Rec ass name. Sean Mulway tweet.
I asked her out to like the winter formal or something in middle school and 8th grade, and then her mom said that she couldn't go because her mom was like forbidding her from going to school dances or whatever. And then I deliberated for so long whether or not that meant we were still going out, because I had asked her out and she said yes, but if we don't actually go to the thing I asked her out, are we still going out? And I remember thinking, if I put "it's complicated" on my Facebook, maybe she's going to think that I'm frustrated by that. But then if I put in a relationship, she's going to think I'm too pushy. And it was like forever. I was like, what do I do?
Dude.
And I ended up taking the relationship status part off of my, like making that part private.
Dude, I forgot about it's complicated.
Yeah.
Bro, and it's so funny because if you just put "it's complicated," it's kind of like what they would call them now, like pick me, like, oh, it's complicated. But I remember my one friend, he changed his relationship status to "it's complicated with Susie Smith," and it tagged her in it. And we were all like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, what is that, dude? You're tagging the person it's complicated with?
You have like a hard 2 a.m. conversation. You hang up and you're like, it's now complicated with Susie Smith.
It's just so funny that you could tag somebody. I think everyone who put "it's complicated" as their relationship status on Facebook is now bisexual.
Yeah, I think so too. I agree. You are woke. Look how liberal you are. I think everyone who made this decision as a kid made them gay. I think that what they did back then made them gay.
Well, it is. You have always said, Joey, before we started recording, you're always saying it's a choice.
It's a choice. Yeah, I am saying that. And if it was, and it's a choice that I am consciously not making every day.
All right. So, Huz, word of the day. Do you have any slang either that was like specific to your school or specific to your area that you used growing up?
I mean, I still get peeved when I hear other people use hella, because hella is a very Bay Area slang term, and I grew up in I say it like every sentence, and now people are calling it a cali.
He hasn't said it once this whole podcast.
No, it's because I'm cleaning up my act for you, Samuel. I just get when people are like, oh, it's a California thing. Like, it's not a California thing. It's a Bay Area thing in California, but like Southern California people don't say hella.
Yeah, but we said hella in Minnesota, and don't you think that's so cool that it's so culturally impactful? Because like I'm from Minnesota.
But that's because you like Too Short. Who's from the Bay?
I know. Yeah. Shout out Tupac. Shout out all
Too Short. Is Tupac from the Bay? Am I supposed to know this? Tupac?
No, he's not.
He's not from the Bay.
No,
I
he's
didn't
from
think
Baltimore.
so. Yeah.
And then he moved out.
Yeah,
to
because
LA.
he dated G.I. Jane.
I actually never thought he was from the Bay either, but why does Kendrick say that Oakland show gonna be your last stop?
He ended up in the Bay with Digital Underground rap group, very influential. They did the Humpty Dance, so that was kind of how he got his start.
Okay, so he started
has
in the
Bay
Bay.
Area roots, but he's not from.
So he started in the Bay. Okay,
Yeah.
Because I was like, I didn't think he was from the Bay either. But then when Kendrick said, that's what all the white sleepy millennial moms who follow me on Instagram, which is my whole audience, they're like, yeah, get into the Kendrick, into the Kendrick lyrics and the Drake beef.
They're like, I need someone to clear up where Tupac's from. I'm gonna listen to Sam Salem's podcast with Joey Bragg.
All right, Joey. Before we get out of here, what would you like to plug?
Oh, can I say
say anything else you want to say?
Yeah, can you imagine some big conspiracy? No, I am trying to bring back tight.
That's funny. On this I don't know the order of podcasts, but we had someone on this podcast say that was their slang that they use all the time. Like, that's so tight.
I think I'm bringing it back. Like, I genuinely have heard somebody say it in the last couple days or last couple weeks, and I've been intentionally saying it. And I think that I'm spreading it out.
How'd you spell it over text?
TIGHT. I think people have told me I text like a serial killer because I use like proper pronunciation and capitalization and punctuation. And
I'm
stuff.
big. I use commas. I use semicolons. I use semicolon, however, comma to do like compound sentences over text.
I read into people's texts so much. Like if I text you, "Hey man, I'm gonna be 5 minutes late," and you text me back, "Okay, no punctuation," I'm like, Sam's pissed.
He's so mad at me. Actually, this is so funny because me and you do have really bonded over the fact that we're paranoid. We're paranoid boys. And I just want to say, one of the last time me, you, and our manager hung out, we have the same manager, and you were high, and we were at a diner late at night, and the whole time you're like, "You guys hate me, don't you? You guys hate me."
Because there was a show. I can't. Oh, it was Surrounded. It was Mike Falzone's crowd work show, and I was so nervous for it. And so I was like, after I'm done with the show and I get on the other side, I'm gonna smoke a joint, and then I'll feel good. And then I smoked a joint outside the Improv, and I was like ready to go home. And then you and Logan were like, "You want to go get dinner?" And I was like, "Sure." And then it was that thing where like, if you've ever been the only one high at a dinner, the worst thing the people you are with can say is exactly what you and Logan kept saying, which is, "You're being so weird. You're being crazy right now." I was going to fucking kill. I texted both of you the next day, like, "The way you treated me last night was
unacceptable." You were so mad.
I was so mad. It hurt I was like, nothing makes somebody more uncomfortable. First of all, I don't know if any of the audiences hung out with Sam. You should, because Sam loves nothing more than when you're telling a story to go, "I'm gonna look at my phone for 5 minutes while you're telling me this story." And Logan does the same thing. And so when you're high and you're talking, and then you have that thought of like, "I think I'm talking too long," and the people you're talking to both start looking at their phones, my first thought isn't, "I should shut up." My first thought is, what are they texting each other about me?
Yeah, because you're vain and you think it's all about you.
No.
Well, right now I was looking at the phone while you told that story, but to bring up, this is
yeah, you were looking at the phone while you told that story,
because it has to do with you. It's so funny that like the things I know about Joey Bragg is used to be on Disney Channel, super like political activist, like very liberal, and also, you know, likes to go to diners, get high and go to diners with his friends. It's so funny because 14 years ago you didn't ask me anything on Reddit, and one of the questions was, "Have you smoked marijuana?" And 14 years ago Joey Bragg goes, "I have not smoked marijuana. I have a life and priorities." Wow, you were such a little bitch.
Can I tell you? At that point, my career was like this, and then I smoked marijuana, and ever since then, it's been a little bit like this.
So yeah, here, you start smoking that wacky tobacco, and the career's over. All right, well, we do got to get out of here. I've kept you for long enough. What do you got to promote? What do you want to plug? What do you want to tell the people?
I'm going on a tour this year. My college tour just ended, so I'm going on a tour later. I don't have a name for it yet. What do you think? Bragging Rights tour? Joey Bragg's a lot tour. So put your name.
Joey Bragg's favorite slurs tour.
Joey Bragg's. You buy tickets, he'll say slurs tour. I think I don't have a name for it, but if anybody in the comments of this podcast has made it this far, let me know.
Let him know. Follow him. You can easily find him. Just type in Joey Bragg.
Google
with 2
dorky
G's.
Disney Channel brother, and I'm the third one down.
If you Google "how do I look more gay," Joey Bragg's face pops up.
Yeah.
Just like the Reddit thing. This has been After School Snack. Shout out producer Max. Shout out Aaron in the booth. Shout out All Things Comedy. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Email us. Comment. Watch the YouTube version because it really, you can see the snack. Subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your friends.
Yeah. And thanks to
I'm also on tour. Come see me on tour. At Samuel Sleeves on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Click link in bio. I'm like in 20 cities over the next 6 months.
So exhausting. 20 cities. Yeah.
Max, do you want to say one last thing?
Yeah, I love you guys both. What a wild ride this was.
Max, do an impression to say goodbye, but you're saying goodbye as Sebastian Maniscalco, upset that his friends are overstaying their welcome.
You know, I asked you guys when you wanted to end. It said 9 p.m. It's 9 p.m.
That's good.
Pretty good.
I have another little improv thing. Can we do together, Max?
Yeah, let's do it.
Can you and I write an outro song right now?
Sure.
For this show?
Yeah.
Okay. You want me to give a beat? You give a beat, and then we'll...
All right, we're cutting this.
No, we're not. Ready?
Yep.
We had Joey Bragg on the show. He's an actor. He only ate like 3 of those crackers.
I don't want to eat the crackers on mic because you're going to listen to the sound of my bite.
Chew into the microphone right now if you love Sam.
Ooh, jump, 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 jump. Yeah, tuna for the after school snack with Sam.
We've had a good time. We love you.
That was good.
Oh, well done.
I love Joey Bragg, and so do you.
Joey Bragg in the house, get the tuna salad. When Joey got home from school, each and every day, tuna salad on a saltine made his hunger go away.